Hey, welcome to another episode of Peep This. We're your hosts. I'm Corey. That's Lorraine.
Hey everybody, how y'all
Behind the
doing?
oh, my bad. Go ahead.
How y'all doing?
Yeah. So a little behind the curtain. We had to drop the L's, right? Because our kids came down today and was kind of making fun of us, was like imitating how we sound.
Yes,
So we just decided to drop the L's. We
y'all
just gonna
know
go
who
with
it
Corey and
is.
Lorraine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's about that time.
Yeah,
All
yep.
right. So what are you drinking?
So I am having some bourbon made by Burning Chair, and it's finished in a cab and a Zinfandel.
Oh yes.
It's really good.
Yes. That sounds like that'd probably go down like rocks at times.
Yeah, I can only drink a little bit.
Yeah, just
It's
has,
it's
it's
delicious
a
though.
sipper though.
It's a
It's definitely a
sipper.
sipper. Yeah. So I have an old fashioned again. I know everybody's like oh, another
Here
one,
we go.
but so I buy these little bitter milk mixers.
Okay.
So now I got this one. It's like a New Orleans style. So I mix that one with George Dickel.
Mm,
So I get a little different taste every time I have one.
there you
So that's why
go.
I'm always drinking them. So they're good.
It's about the
It
experience.
is. It's all about the experience.
Mm-hmm.
But today, speaking of experiences, we've talked about people reaching out and said, "Hey, here's some different shows you guys should talk about." And another one someone talked about was how to navigate parenting being older. And it made me
Mm.
think, yeah, you can navigate it being older, but how do you navigate parenting at any age?
I mean,
It's
it's
hard.
it's hard
It
because
is
there's no
hard.
like we said. I mean, everybody says there's no rule because every child is different. And if you're going off of that, then you know that you have to kind of look at what your one child is doing compared to another child and see, well, the things that I tried on this child probably doesn't work on that one
Yes.
and try to figure out something else.
Yes. And some people, in my opinion, maybe I've got the wrong kids or I'm not having the best life experience, but people tell me how perfect and great parenting is. And it's very good and it's rewarding, but it's really difficult at times.
Hard.
It's really hard. It's stressful. I mean, it's probably more of a therapy session for us, like how much stress you endure with school and everything, but it's stressful at times. But you're like, you talk to other people and they're like, oh no, everything is great. And you're like, well,
Yeah,
what am I doing wrong?
right. Don't get me wrong. The journey is amazing. I wouldn't trade the journey of all of us doing everything we have to do to get
Yes.
from all. I would never trade that. But I think that people never want to dwell on that because maybe it sounds bad.
Yes.
But what is this is life. This is what it is.
It's normal. That's the crazy part about it is the more you talk to people that are real with you, you all realize you're all kind of dealing with the same stuff. But
Right.
most people, you're right. They make it feel as if I'm a crazy person
Yes.
because I want to strangle my kid at times, like physically put hands on them, where you be like, I gotta restrain myself because
Right.
I'm about to jump on you.
Getting
You
on my
14.
last nerve.
Yes.
Right. But and that's the thing. And vice versa. They look at us and they're like, "Oh my God."
Yes.
But,
Yes.
such is life. And I think, like I said, I wouldn't have it any other way. But the minute that you can be open and honest with yourself, your spouse, and then on the level that they're on with your kid, to let them know this is really what is going on in life.
Yeah.
I think kind of we have the conversations.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know you can't get into it now, but the conversation you just had today, I
My
mean,
God.
just to give you a little background, on the way to the grocery store, just a routine trip to the grocery store ends in talking about virginity and
Protective sex.
protective sex, and it goes literally that fast.
From 126th to Oleo
Yo,
Road.
yeah, 5 minutes. I'm just trying to get to Kroger.
I literally want to get some bread.
That's it.
That's all.
Literally, and the sushi that I wanted.
And that was it.
That was it. I just wanted sushi and some bread. Come back home,
That's it.
and you come back looking white as a ghost.
Right.
But
But you know what? But at the end of the day, I learned a little bit more about my kids.
yes,
So though there are questions that are cringeworthy, I still wouldn't have it any other way because I'm like, if they don't ask me, guess what? They're gonna ask their little friends who claim to be the subject matter experts
oh, I mean, they know everything.
at
Yes.
everything.
They're gonna turn to the streets, as we say.
The worst idea.
Yeah, literally, literally, everybody turn to the streets.
Yeah, worst idea. So
Yeah.
we got to talk about it.
We
As
do.
cringy as it is.
Yeah, and that's a good point. I would say the biggest lesson I could take away from this that we've kind of gone through, and then another lesson to a lot of parents: let your kid, at least inside your house, be who they actually are. So later in life, you kind of know what, excuse me, you know what they're going to get into, so you can coach them up.
Right. And let's be real. Like I said, we are not expert at this, but and we also know that kids are not going to show exactly who they are
Yes.
as they are around their friends because we know we did not. So do not expect your kids to.
Yeah.
But we want to see as close to who they are as possible,
Yes.
hopefully,
I
so that
mean,
we can
let's
kind
yeah.
of see what's going on when they
Yeah,
when
because
they
you don't
fly the
know if any
coop.
of it works, but let's just be honest. We having conversations with our kids that you would never have approached with your parents
Never, never,
at
never.
13 and 14. Some of the things that we have to discuss.
Exactly.
But at least now we can guide them in the right direction. And literally, I almost died. Oh, I don't know
On
what
what?
I was choking on, but it literally almost took me out. So I wasn't even going to be able to tell y'all you can do whatever you want to do.
But
But, but,
on my last note, thank you for the therapy session because I feel like that was therapeutic for us to talk to everybody else and each other.
yeah, it was. I definitely had my feet up on that couch.
Right,
Yes,
right. So thank
straight
you.
up. Yes.
Thank
So
you.
thank you guys. But hey, another thank you. Tell yourself you can do something. Oh, you can tell yourself you can't do something. But either way, you're going to be right. Peace.
Yep.